Hello, Tunia back again. This time we're going to be doing my 12 games of Christmas. Pretty much I'm going to pick 12 retro games. I'm going to try and do on as many different consoles as possible. Hopefully 12 different consoles. But I'm going to pick some games which would be well worth playing over Christmas. I'm going to try and pick stuff you might not necessarily know about. But this may be one of those games anyway. So this time it's on the Famicom. This is Konami's Wai Wai World 2. This is pretty much like a Konami World game. It's basically characters from Konami games all getting together in one game, and it's like a scroll-long platform sort of shoot 'em up in some ways, I suppose, really. But yeah, as you can see, you start off by here now. This is your standard character. He can do a double jump, and he's got this like a fighting attack he has. And you collect the power-ups. In this game, different power-ups give you different things. They give you sort of invincibility. But what you can do in this game, which is pretty cool, is you see into the green, you pick a set of 3 different characters from different Konami games. Depending on the set of characters you get, they all got slightly different abilities. And with our star thing you've just seen there, if you push up and jump, you change into that character. So as you can see, I've got one of the guys from Contra, or a QT version of the guys from Contra anyway. And yeah, so the idea of this game is basically to get them all through the levels, you choosing the different characters as you go. One thing to mention is when you choose those characters, you get like a time limit on them, and when you get hit, the time goes down a bit. So the idea is trying to keep one of those power-ups in spare ready, so when the time runs out, you just change back into that character. So what it does, it starts off with this force scrolling level, which is pretty cool, and you get to the end, you fight the boss at the end of this level. And what makes this game really good fun and really cool is there's lots of different types of games in here. And as you'll see now, after you've done the first level, it goes into a shoot 'em up stage. And you play the shoot 'em up stage then, so you basically, pretty much find a lot of things to go along. You can fire backwards as well, go to the enemies. But this game, it's got loads of different game types from different games. There's a shoot 'em up level, like you can see here. There's levels from Contra. There's like a I don't think it's a Castlevania level. There is a level, I'm not quite sure what it is. But it's got like a mystical ninja level. It's got some upward, vertical force scrolling levels. It's also got a top-down car game from a Konami game. I'm not quite sure what that game is, to be honest. It also has one of those, one of those push puzzles. You used to get a square, you'd be saying 9 squares on it, and you'd have a gap, and you've got to push them around to make a picture. I can't remember exactly what they're called, but there is a level where you've got to do 3 of them. Good thing about that is, though, you can just skip it, which does make it quite useful. But as you go later on to it as well, there's 2 Gradius levels towards the end as well. The Gradius levels are pretty cool. And there's a Frogger level as well, which is pretty cool as well. And all in all, this game is really good fun. I was in the house once, and I wasn't particularly feeling too great, to be honest. And I started playing this, and I just spent all day playing it. I was just going through it, getting better and better at it, getting through the levels a little bit more. I just find this game really good fun to play, and I think if you own a NES and you haven't heard of it, you definitely need to sort of pick it up. I don't think this came out anywhere bar Japan. So you either need to have a Famicom or a way of playing it on your NES, really, with a converter. But it's definitely a game well worth picking up. I can't get this to work on my EverDrive. Apparently it does work on the EverDrive, but for some reason it doesn't work on mine. So this is actually the original. But it's not that expensive to pick up. You're talking about 10-12 quid to get it from Japan. But it's a really good fun game, and if you want something to play over Christmas, it's going to keep you entertained, this game is definitely it. So I've got about 18 minutes of footage on this, actually showing you quite a lot of the different levels. So this is where it starts to get interesting. Once you've actually cleared the first world, which gives you the 2 force scrolling levels and the shoot 'em up, it starts going into lots of different Konami games. I tried to sort of pick a bit of footage from each of the levels. This is the Mystical Ninja level. At least I think it's Mystical Ninja. It's a really cool, fun game. This is the actual, this is the second game in it. There is a first game, which is quite a bit different to this. It's the same, similar idea, but the first game's a lot harder, and you've literally got to try and rescue characters before you can play them. It's a little bit different. I don't think this is good. I think the second game definitely made it a lot more fun to play. But at some point I do need to get around to actually finishing the first game as well. Good thing, the set of characters I got here are quite cool as well. You got Lance or Bill. I think it's probably Lance or whatever. He's from Contra. He's probably the best character in here, I reckon, because his firing is really useful. You got Legend of Mystical Ninja. I can't remember his actual name. You got him. I got him as my second character. Then there's a third character. It's like a sword character. I'm not quite sure what game that is actually from. Like I say, I didn't really have an NES back in the day. I was more of a Sega guy, to be honest, and in the UK NESs weren't particularly that popular. It was more sort of the mass system, but over the last couple of years I've really learned to appreciate the Famicom. There's some really good games on the NES. I say each level's got their own boss as well. Doing a bit of a pig's ear fight to this guy at the moment though. The next level's cool. You got Pop and Twin B. Or Twin B. So you got Twin B level. That's what's cool about this game. There's so much variety in this game. It just makes this game really good fun. But anyway guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave you with the footage of this, and say if you watch it towards the end of the video as well, it's got the two Konami sort of Gradius levels, which are they're pretty cool levels, so I've added them into it. And before I go as well, there's one thing, in some points you get two different ways to go, and depending on which way you choose is the different type levels you actually get, which is cool. So it adds a lot of replayability back to this game, to where you go back to it through it and try and choose different characters and try and work your way through the game in different ways to see all the levels. But anyway guys, that's game number 1 out of my 12 games of Christmas, or should we call it game number 12? Counted down to number 1. No, I just call it game number 1 because it's not in any particular order. So this is game number 1. This is Wai Wai World 2. So I'll leave you with the rest of the footage, and we'll have to wait and see what the next game is. So, catch you soon guys. Bye now.